What's going on? So, today I want to talk about how you can use original music to help you build your personal brand, whether you're doing it on social media, on YouTube, if you're creating a show. This is cool because I have my buddy Arzales, right, Greg Garza, and he created some content for me. He created content for me last year, and it was for my podcast. This year we moved it over to YouTube, and I wanted to have more of a personal connection with the Rio Grande Valley, right? So he actually wrote me a song that he debuted on my podcast like 2 3 weeks ago. That was a cool day because we had a podcast scheduled at 4 p.m. on a Friday, and Greg and Vic just never left. It was Vic's birthday that night, so we ended up buying tacos, getting them delivered, and getting like a 24 pack of beer delivered as well. So we ended up just hanging out all night, and we had a really good time celebrating Vic's birthday. But what I want to talk about is Greg wrote a song for me for the podcast, specifically for the podcast. And this is really good for when you want to build a personal brand because it's your song. It's what people are going to associate with you every time they hear it. And right now I'm going to play it for you. It's very catchy and it's very clever too. I had to cut it for the podcast because it's too long and I don't want to lose the visitors that are there early. But it's really cool because it incorporates, well, I guess you'll hear it here. Let's go into it. So this is by Greg Garza Arzales. He created this specifically for me for the podcast. So check it out.
It's the Joshua Morones Podcast. Probably the best podcast in the universe. It's the Joshua Morones Podcast. Maybe the best podcast in the earth. It's the Joshua Morones Podcast. Probably the best podcast in the USA. It's the Joshua Morones Podcast. Okay, maybe just the best in the RJV. It's the Joshua Podcast.
All right, so that's the intro. Obviously, you can see how catchy it is. If you keep listening to it over and over and over again, I find myself singing it in the car sometimes. So the way he laid it out was Joshua Moro's podcast, the best in the universe. And he goes, well, maybe Joshua Moro's podcast, the best on earth, and then the best in Texas. Okay, and then he says, okay, maybe it's just the best in the RGV. But that's the clever part where he's bringing it back down. And he created this type of little intro, which I think is going to be my show starter going forward, probably for the next year, and just get people associated with it. But then I also had him write another part where it's just the actual music. It's not him singing, so I can lead into the actual episode. So this is a cool thing that you can get this for your podcast or whatever videos you want to create, and really tie it into a personal brand. So that way people have that jingle in their head, and I think jingles are very important. So here's the part that's just the music. Here we go. My light is flashing. Song one more time, check it out.
It's the Joshua Morones Podcast. Probably the best podcast in the universe. It's the Joshua Morones Podcast. Maybe the best podcast in the earth. It's the Joshua Morones Podcast. Probably the best podcast in the USA. It's the Joshua Morones Podcast. Okay, maybe just the best in the RJV. It's the Joshua Morones Podcast.
So as you can see, he actually took the time to create something for me. He said it took him like 2 minutes, which I don't doubt, but it's really cool because it adds an extra element, an extra layer to my podcast that make it very personable. and make it stand out just a little bit more than a regular podcast would. So if you're interested in getting this type of music for your podcast, reach out to a music creator that can create something like this, or reach out to Greg, and he will happily help you along the way. All right, guys, so go to my YouTube channel, go like the page, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Every time I upload a video, you'll be notified. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel to get it monetized. I'm close, but I need your help. I need the watch hours, and I need the growth. So once I get it monetized, I'm going to be showing you how I did it, and you'll be able to do this too. My goal as a digital entrepreneur is to extract as much money as I can from the internet. So once I start doing that, I'm going to start teaching people how to do it. You can follow my journey, and then we'll figure it out together. Bye. That didn't work.